friends, it's Danielle with Schoolhouse Rudd. Today I've got 3 Little Debbie snack cake ideas for you, and these crafts were all drawn with inspiration from the actual Little Debbie Park in Tennessee. I have an idea how to craft all 3 of these snack cakes using items from the Dollar Tree. This video is part of an Everything Christmas collaboration. Be sure and check it out. Check it out. These are some of my favorite channels currently. We have Lady Red Crafting, Our Gray House, and Jody at Southern Seasons. Let's get started on that Christmas brownie cake. I have big plans for these cones, so I have 10 of them already in my stash, spray painted and ready to go for this project. Grab a pack of toy cones from the Dollar Tree, spray paint them green, and then start to draw on your designs with puff paint. The original audio is hilarious because I started reacting to whatever just came out of the bottles. I was having a really hard time working with these because they've been in storage for a while. I just went with it. I drew whatever came out of the bottle that first time. I tried to match it because I knew everything would sort of drip downward and it would look like different Christmas lights and Christmas ornaments. So I did a variety of colors and designs. And now it's time for the garland. So I grabbed the red color and just did little waves all around 3 parts of the cone. Now's a great time to tell you, be sure you check the description box for a link to the playlist and definitely show some of the channels some love. We are all trying to grow, and if you're not trying to grow, what are you trying to do? Clearly, I am pleased with the outcome. Make sure you use a spray sealant for durability and protection. My ideas for this were to put it on top of a solar light to jazz up a planter and use it in the garden. So now let's move on to the Christmas tree cake. Here is my palette, as is tradition, and grab one of these from the Dollar Tree. Go ahead and paint one side of that Christmas tree white and one side melted chocolate. For the white side, you're going to take Christmas green and using a little bit on a very fine tipped brush like this one, you're going to want to make sure you get a lot of the paint off because you're going to want a line on the thinner side and just make random little slash lines all over. Remember that this does not have to be perfect. In fact, this is how I kind of cope with my OCD, is I allow myself to be kind of random and allow flaws in my creativity. So here's my take on the white side of the Christmas tree cake. Now, we're gonna grab a sponge tipped brush and dipped in the color red apple, we're going to use the inspiration picture to sort of help us know where to place the swoopy lines of what is essentially the red icing part on a Christmas tree cake. And I just kind of drew it very thin at first, but went through and thickened up, just kind of spot corrected. For the chocolate side, I used the tip of that sponge tip brush and dipped it in the Christmas green and also the red apple colors and just created my sprinkles like this. I love the way it turned out. They are very bright despite being against the dark of the melted chocolate background. Now, I kind of cut off the red piece that I was using and left this part at an angle, and I used it dipped in the white paint to go ahead and roughly outline the white stripes on a chocolate Christmas cake. And I knew I was going to need several coats of this because the white was not very opaque. So I just kind of painted this on roughly and then went back and filled in, as you'll see. After everything dried, I decided I would put the bow on this side. Whipped together a very small bow because I didn't want it to take away from the overall statement of the piece. So there you have it, a reversible, so I'm counting this as 2 crafts, Christmas tree cake door sign. And with the glass door, I get to enjoy both sides of the craft. So here was my take on the Christmas tree cakes from Little Debbie and this picture. Don't forget to check out our Everything Christmas playlist and our wonderful creators and host and guest host. You might just find yourself a new favorite channel. And if you haven't been to the Little Debbie Park and Bakery in Collegedale, Tennessee, you really are missing out. Like this video if you want to see them collaborated on this channel.